Welcome back to Skin Deep. Today we're hanging out with Aaron Davis. In an art form that's been around for thousands of years, Aaron is one of the rare modern artists that is really at the forefront of his style of tattooing. Even though Aaron didn't technically invent Afro-Americana tattooing, he's certainly going to be looked back at in history as one of the forefathers of the genre. And through having this conversation with Aaron, it's very clear that what he's most passionate about is being an advocate for anybody who's had the doors to the tattoo industry historically shut on them, so that in the future, he doesn't have to be such an anomaly. So as always, this episode is split into 3 parts, which are all chapter marked below on the timeline. First, Aaron will take us into his shop and show us what he's working on today. Second, Aaron tells us the story of how his career in illustration led him to the tattoo industry. Third, we go deeper into several topics, including visibility, inclusion, and industry misconceptions. And at the end, I'll meet you right back here for some final thoughts. So enjoy. This is Skin Deep, and this is Aaron Davis. Today, we're in Atlanta, which was shockingly not as hot as I always expected it to be. Drive about 25 minutes outside of the city center, and you'll find 7 Lives Tattoo Club.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having us here.
Thanks for being here. All right, yeah, let's show off the shop. Yeah, this is Kayla. K Diamond Tattoos.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, Kayla be going crazy all the time.
What are we working on today?
I'm getting a cowgirl centaur tying herself up in a lasso made out of her hair.
Amazing.
Yeah, doing fun shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
And you know, we're gonna have that vibrant color in his skin, you know.
And you didn't request this. This is like a...
I trust him with my arm.
Yeah, we've done a couple of his tattoos before, you know, some small stuff, but you know, this is our first like big piece, you know? Yeah, and I've had this idea in my head for a little minute. I don't know why this particular idea was just like stuck in the back of my brain.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, listen, like now's as good a time as any to like bring this out, you know?
Absolutely. This is definitely like you can brag as the one of a kind too. You might see it afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. People gonna copy it for sure. Yeah.
What do you have up here? Your flash?
Yeah, these are just like flash sheets that they really resonate with me a lot. You know, I'm queer, so you know I love the gay shit. These skulls, they're some of my funnest flash pieces to do, and like people request them a lot.
Yeah.
So like I like to do different styles, whether it's different hats, different hairstyles, bantu knots, afros, locks. They're always fun to do. As you can see, I love incorporating hair into my designs because I think as Black people, hair is something that's very important to us. Like I've been growing my hair for 15 years, you know. Our connection with our hair is very important and very powerful. So, you know, I want to make sure it's represented in my art as well, you know. And just like little things that I love, like she's just a baddie, you know? Like, yeah, she's cute, she's fired, like confident, like I just love her energy, you know?
Yeah.
So I love all these different pieces for different reasons, you know?
This is fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Cool. Well, we'll let you get to it. I'm excited to see this piece come out.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't really even notice tattoos until maybe I was 17. Growing up, I always saw people had things on their body, but honestly, they weren't really something that I resonated with. But yeah, I don't think I really appreciated tattoo as an art form until college, because that's when I really started to take art as a career seriously. I knew I wanted to get into illustration, and I just happened to come across people with actually good tattoos, actually really cool ideas, creative concepts, and I was like, oh, I could take my own art and put it on my body. You know, I could actually do some really crazy artistic stuff with this medium. Even before I was a tattoo artist, I used to work as a children's book illustrator. And if there wasn't a specific race that was mentioned for a character, I would just make them Black anyways. You know, because there's a lot of books that need more Black children, more Black representation. So when I got into tattooing after that, that was just kind of the natural vibe that I had. My mentor, he just told me to just start drawing different styles of tattoos, and I did this traditional bear, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do traditional tattoos, and I'm gonna just do Black lady heads, Black people in that style, and I didn't realize that that was something that wasn't done too often before that.
Aaron has such a talent for creating images that feel familiar and at the same time you've never seen them before.
A lot of traditional tattoos don't really resonate with black people, honestly. In terms of the iconography, from the eagles to the ships. But Afro-Americana is traditionally based in this visual aesthetic, but it's focusing on black people, our hair, our culture, the things that we love, the things that we resonate with. There's a lot of really legendary black artists who've been doing this for decades, longer than I've even been alive. But like I said, they don't get the recognition that they deserve because a lot of people just don't even know to ask about this type of stuff. There are so many clients I know that they never even thought about getting a traditional tattoo before they see my work. They always thought traditional tattoos were more so for people other than them, and then they see the authenticity. The most beautiful thing is somebody just coming up to me and being like, wow, like your work feeds my spirit. This like feeds my soul. This like resonates with me in a beautiful way. It's something that a lot of people don't think about is like, tattoo shops don't have HR departments. For tattoo artists, it's a very personal choice to take on an apprentice. I have to put in hundreds of hours trying to teach, build somebody up, and I have to spend a lot of time around them, right? So you have a black person walking into a white shop, that white artist, whether it's racism or whether it's something that they don't think about, they might just be like, oh, I don't really have any black friends. I don't know how to connect with black people. I don't really know you, you know? So they're more likely to take an apprentice that looks like them. And that prevented a lot of doors from opening for black people. In general, the black tattoo industry is a lot more recent because we didn't have the access to even be able to be allowed in these shops to learn how to tattoo. So the industry is definitely opening up more now because of social media. Voices are being heard. There's going to be more black people who you can go to learn from. A lot of concepts that we thought were true, like black people not being able to get color, there's no denying that black people get color when you see it right in front of you, you know?
One of my favorite concepts that Aaron talked to us about was the idea of permission and how nobody has ever changed culture by asking permission to do so.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, the word permission. There was one time somebody asked me, like, who gave you the permission to do these things? Like, they didn't mean it in a bad way, but they felt like they couldn't have done this without the approval of somebody else. And I'm like, I have hands. I could draw whatever I want. You know, there's nobody I need permission from to do anything. I think a lot of people hold themselves back. A lot of people feel uncomfortable because of other people's views, how other people will see them. And you just gotta let that go. You really just gotta let that go and just be the best version of yourself that you can be. You know, like, we're really dope. Like, we're all dope in our own ways, and your vision is your vision. You gotta embrace that. You know, so a lot of people, they are looking for somebody to validate what they're doing, and honestly, you just need to do it yourself. You know, and once you start doing it, you're gonna find your tribe. You're gonna find those people that love what you do, you know?
I really don't think there's much more I can add to what Aaron already said. I'm just happy that we got to share this here. And I do think that the more we have people who never had a platform before putting their work out into the world, the more everybody's creativity and perspective and individuality expand. We see this in the world of film, where everybody's tired of seeing the same thing over and over again. If you want to see something new, you need some new cooks in the kitchen. So thank you to Aaron for hosting us and for a great conversation. You can follow Aaron on Instagram at Aaron Davis Tattoos. And if you enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel here, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Skin Deep Show. And as always, if you'd like to see your favorite tattoo artist on this show, go ahead and drop their name in the comments below. If you've made it this deep into the episode, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with episode 4. See you then.